Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are watching Benson Boone's recent Coachella performance of Bohemian Rhapsody. Here we go.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Just kill the man. I put a gun against his head. I pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, and now I've gotta throw it all away. Mama, if I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really mattered.
Okay, I'm gonna stop here because I just feel like we're gonna have a lot to talk about throughout this whole performance. Let us preface this. We all understand there has never been and never will be another Freddie Mercury. So while there will be a little bit of compare and contrast, we can only do that so much because as an artist, you want to pay tribute to the original artist, but you still have to be your own person. So I really respect that he is, I feel, at least thus far in, the first minute, he's doing that. I think I've heard one of his songs. I think one of his songs really blew up on TikTok and then it's been on the radio and everything like that. But I really haven't listened to much of his music. So back to the beginning. Gosh, I love, what a gorgeous choral sound. I mean, if you're a solo artist and you don't have bandmates who are able to do these harmonies with you, I just love that he sort of went all out and got a great choir to help support with this performance.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Mama, just kill the man. I put a gun against his head. I pulled my trigger, now he's dead.
Now, we're hearing a similar vibrato rate at the ends of phrases like we would hear from Freddie Mercury. That I feel like was a signature characteristic in his sound. Here, I feel like the overall tonal quality sounds maybe a little bit more youthful. It's sitting a little higher and a little bit more, I think it's a little more forward. So we're getting a little bit more nasal resonance than we typically hear sometimes in covers of this song, but also especially when I think of Freddie Mercury's sound. I actually don't know how old Benson Boone is or how old Freddie Mercury was when he recorded. So it might not be a matter of actual age, but just perceived age in sound. Let me back this up again.
Just kill the man. I put a gun against his head. I pulled my trigger, now he's dead.
It's very pulled my trigger, now he's dead. It's all very forward. And if you think about the way Freddie Mercury sang, there was so much open pharyngeal space. I mean, he had great placement when it came to resonance, but there was just a lot of space that he was working with on the backside.
Life
Now there he opened up a bit more. So one might also argue in a live performance like this, it's smart to just be chill at the onset of any song so that you can kind of ground yourself, prepare yourself for what's to come. I mean, this is a big sing, and I don't know where this was in his set, but it doesn't seem like it's at the very beginning.
Didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really mattered.
Now I'm curious to see how this builds, because the one thing I am noticing is he incorporates a lot more. It's kind of legato, but maybe that's not the right word. When I think about the original version of this, it's very punchy, even in this opening, despite this gorgeous melody that feels very legato, feels very flowy in a sense. But there was one moment in particular.
To make you cry, if I'm not back again.
If I'm not back, he's kind of sliding into a lot of the notes, whereas in the original, and of course I say all this having not heard the original recently, at least not in the last week, maybe more. I don't know if it was on the radio, but I do feel like Freddie Mercury had just a little bit more accent on each of these notes, whereas he's really sliding through this.
This time tomorrow, carry on,
Gorgeous falsetto.
as if nothing really mattered.
Okay.
It's too late.
Oh, okay. So already we're getting way more like backspace, more open pharyngeal sound. It's got a little bit of added depth and richness compared to what we heard at the beginning. So in that sense, I appreciate the build we're getting. It's not just the same sound over and over.
It's too late. My time has come. Send shivers down my spine. My body's aching all the time.
The way he pronounces some of these words, I don't know if I'm hearing like accent or dialect, or if it's just something more reminiscent of like cursive singing that's really popular with a lot of artists today.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. I've got to leave you all behind and face the truth.
Let me back this up. I really appreciate his phrasing. Everything feels so well controlled, and that is not, I mean, again, this is already a hard sing. It's a live performance, and I don't know where it is in his set. So he's doing a lot of good things to just maintain some control when this could just get really chaotic if he let it.
All the time. Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. I've got to leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. Brian, baby, go
Okay. I wasn't there, so I can only speak to what I'm hearing on this recording. I have goosebumps. The fact that, and of course I can see like special guest Brian May is on this video title. The cheers I heard from the audience at the onset of this were very loud when he started playing this song. And I don't know if it's just being overpowered by this mix or if audience members maybe did not recognize the magnitude of this moment. I don't know. Again, I wasn't there, but I don't know. I would have thought there'd be a lot more noise at this point, which might be a whole other conversation we get into at the end of this. So I'm going to keep going and maybe we'll revisit.
I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Galileo, 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 Figaro. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Okay, I want to get back to this section. It's so hard when you've got the original version. I mean, not even just the original version of a song. The fact that it's Freddie Mercury in the original version of the song, I think is just kudos to, he's got the chops. Here's what I'm going to say. He's got the chops to sing this. Energy-wise, I feel like he's, it's not that he's like more grounded than Freddie Mercury was. I don't know if maybe I just, in the clips that I saw, there was just an insane amount of energy on stage, and I know he's trying to do that, and so I don't know if it's just because he doesn't have like a full band to interact with, if it's because like the audience isn't quite like on the same level as one would anticipate for this song, if it's just like not their vibe. I don't know, there's something missing for me, but vocally he's delivering. So it's like I want to go back and just kind of like appreciate that. Okay.
I see a little silhouette.
Like even just the way he approached this, it's such a gorgeous mix. Yes, we're in like a chest dominant space, but he really lightened things up on the chords, so it gave us that warm color that we expect in this initial section.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Galileo, 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 Figaro.
Like great intonation, beautiful head mix as well. This is why I'm saying like he's got the chops, and I don't know if it's just like something in the performance itself that's just like, maybe it's the mix. I don't know. I just feel like I can't put my finger. If you guys, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It's just like he's got it all, and yet the intensity that I'm used to watching and enjoying, it just, is this like too clean? I don't know. You guys can let me know. Maybe it's just me today. It's gloomy, it's cloudy out. I don't know. Here we go.
I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go?
And I love watching him sing this because, especially on these mixed notes, he's got such a great balance of head voice in there that you don't see any strain or like tension, aside from the intensity that he's bringing to the song, to the performance itself. Like, the notes are spot on. They're there for him. And I just, in that respect, I do enjoy the control that I'm seeing, because it just gives the audience member, like, I don't know, lets you chill. It lets you relax knowing that you have confidence and like every note's going to come out the way it needs to.
Let me go! Let me go! Let me go! Mamma mia, mamma mia. Let me go.
Okay. I'm gonna back this up because I started to get the goosebumps I was wanting. Yeah, that fullness of sound, just like, oh, that's what I needed. I really am so happy. Like, even if, and again, I'm theorizing, I wasn't there, I'm basing it off of all I can hear right now, but even if the audience wasn't quite on the level that one might anticipate with such an incredible performance or a legend right in front of them, I appreciate that Benson Boone, like, he's still singing, but he's definitely taking a back seat and he's doing his best to feature Brian May as he's playing. And I think that's incredibly respectful. And what better way to kind of help guide an audience than to lead by example? I won't go back again. The other sort of theory I have regarding whatever I can't quite put my finger on with this is I'm wondering, like, we just heard how insane his mix is, and he, like, took an alternate option up. So I'm wondering if maybe it's just, like, the range of this song, because of how he maneuvers his mix, like, he needed it higher. I don't know. I do believe, and I've said this before on the channel, I think, and also in my studio, that every singer just kind of has, like, these money notes, and if, like, you can find a song that's in your range, but someone might be able to sing that song lower and it sounds so much more thrilling because they're highlighting parts of their voice that feel exciting, that an audience member sort of, you know, gets on the edge of their seat for. I don't know if maybe this is, like, the range itself is really easy for Benson Boone, and so perhaps if he had gone up a little bit, it would be in a different place in his voice. Again, theorizing. We'll keep going. Nope, I'm convinced. Look at the audience. Like, I feel like everyone should be jumping up and down right now. And, like, yeah, I see a couple of phones, but I don't know. I think a lot of people that I know who love Queen would just be going insane right now. And everyone feels, it's like a very chill vibe right now. See, now, the cheering at the end makes me feel like the audience was capable of a lot of noise. I did a quick little search. Benson Boone is 22 years old. He's so young. And the song that I know him from is called Beautiful Things. So that was the one that I think went super viral. So to revisit an earlier thought about like just music appreciation of any kind takes information and knowledge. And so at the very, very end there, he made a point of saying Queen guitarist, and it sounded like the volume went up a little bit. I might have to listen again to verify that. So I'm wondering if people just didn't know. I mean, I have made it very clear on numerous occasions myself that like I'll do reactions and I have no idea who the band members are, but I know the song. And thankfully, I know enough about Queen, and I've seen enough like with documentaries and the movie that came out, and then like live performances at different awards shows, that I could recognize Brian May, but a lot of people might not be able to. And so I think, especially now knowing that he's 22 years old, I don't know how many, younger music consumers are listening to Queen. I just don't know like what's popular with whom. So that could play a factor. But all that aside, I am now super curious. Not even curious. I think I'm just excited to see how Benson Boone's career unfolds. Like I said, he's got the chops. Like, range is there, variety and texture. Like, he alternates a lot between full adduction and that little bit of separation that gave us that warmer, more velvety sound. That mix is so powerful, and he can sing so high. And he does alternate. I think he leans more toward forward placement and nasality, but we heard moments with a lot more backspace. So it's already so much variety. And the fact that, he's singing so much big stuff at such a young age and able to maintain like stamina just is really exciting, because he's only going to get stronger and better, So it's like, who knows what's going to happen with his career and like his music. So that's exciting. I've never been to Coachella, so it was never on my radar. So don't pity me. It was never something I was trying to do. I know sometimes people go to great lengths to get there. But yeah, I think I hope that a lot of people who were there just kind of recognize how special that was. And from what I know that Adam Lambert also did some stuff with Queen for a bit. So I feel like having Brian May say, yes, I will play with you, is kind of a big deal. Like, to have that approval and to have that permission, like, I don't know, I think he must also see something great in this young singer to say, yeah, I'll totally rock out with you at Coachella. Like, let's do it. So I don't know. This was unexpected, but very fun. So that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching with me, and hopefully I will see you next time.